the Inmotion RS Midnight Lite.
Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're gonna look at the Inmotion RS Midnight Lite electric scooter.
This is how the scooter comes in when it's delivered. It's packaged well with a lot of foam protecting it. The entire shipping package is very heavy, well over 100 pounds, so you may need extra hands to unpack it. There's minimal assembly required as it comes pretty much assembled. Inside, you get the user manual, rear fender, charger, rear lights, and tools.
Alright, so here's the scooter fully assembled. I have it on a stand. The assembly process was fairly straightforward. Basically, you just have to attach the handlebars. There's 4 bolts, and then install the front light, and then lock the stem into place. There's basically this screw that you pull the lever up and then screw it into place. Also, you have to install the rear fender.
Going over some specs, this has an aluminum alloy frame, dual 1500 watt motor, 6000 watt peak, 72 volt, 30 amp hour Samsung battery. It takes 4.5 hours to charge with 2 chargers and 9 on a single charger. This only comes with a single charger. 75 mile range, 55 mile per hour top speed, 3 riding modes, 4.2 inch LCD display, 11 inch tubeless tires, front and rear hydraulic brakes, front headlights, turn signals, deck lights, and rear lights, front and rear hydraulic suspensions. It weighs in at 116 pounds and has a max load of 331 pounds. It also has app integration. A walkthrough around the scooter, you'll see that the front has a front headlight, the folding assembly, 11 by 3 inch tubeless tires, front motor, hydraulic brakes, front suspensions, and the front clearance light. Towards the middle and the back, you have the kickstand, the battery, rear turn signal, rear suspension, rear light, rear fender, and hydraulic disc brakes. On the other side, you can see the rear motor. By the deck, you have the dual charging port. The handlebar area, you have the brake levers, controls, 4.2 inch LCD display, and twist throttle. And the front of the bike, you can see the left and right turn signals and the central control assembly.
So powering up the scooter, you have the control on the left side here for the power button, so just hold that down. And then the display powers up fairly quick here. You can see the speedometer, the trip, the odometer, and then your battery level. Pressing the plus button will increase the mode, 1, 2, and 3. There are 3 modes. And then if you press the power button again, that will turn off the throttle, so the mode. So if you use a twist throttle, basically there's no response there. And then to turn it back on, press the power button again, and then you'll be able to adjust the settings. Also, after a period of time, it will automatically turn off, so you don't accidentally hit the twist throttle, and the scooter will accelerate. On the left-hand side here, you have another set of controls. You have your turn signals, so if you turn that on, you can see the right side blink here, just right below the brake lever, very bright. Will blink for a few seconds and then turn off automatically. And then you also have the light control, so pressing that will turn on the front light, and then you also have some lights right below the deck. And you also have the rear lights, and then the lights right below the deck on each side. And then it also has an electronic horn. It's very loud, so this is how it sounds. So taking a look at the front here, you also have the front suspensions, and then there's an adjustment knob that you can adjust. And then on the rear, you have the same suspension with an adjustment knob. As far as height, you can adjust the height. So there's basically a bolt. You can see there that you would remove and then adjust accordingly depending on how high you want the scooter to sit. So the front has that same bolt. All right, I put it on a stand here, and then I'm gonna go through the different modes and see how fast they go. All right, so we're gonna start off with mode 1 on single motor, and then we'll go to mode 2, mode 3, and so on, and then we'll put it on dual motor. So to put it on dual motor, on the left-hand side here, there's a cruise button, so you just wanna hold that down. And then you'll see a gear with the letter D, and that means you're in dual motor. I have it on mode 1 on single motor, so I'm gonna twist the throttle. So it looks like topping off at 19 miles per hour. And then taking a look at the rear. All right, moving to mode 2. Looks like about 39. And mode 3. Jumps to 50 right away, so 54 miles per hour. Okay, now I have it on the dual motor, so this is mode 1. Again, topping off at 19 miles per hour. And you can see the front and the rear. Moving to mode 2. About 39. And mode 3. So 50, 54, 54 on mode 3.
This has app integration, and once you're connected, you can see the battery status, the ride time, mileage, and max speed. Toggle the lock, lights, and general settings. Within the general settings, there's a list of options from toggling the zero start, cruise, diagnosis, ride modes, brakes, units, firmware upgrades, and so on. The main screen, you can add additional widgets like the temperature as listed, or other parameters you want to measure. Now I'll show the scooter in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different speed modes, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, then give my thoughts.
Now I'm going to do the rough terrain test. I'm going to take the scooter down this trail. It's pretty bumpy and there's gravel on the side. Now this scooter does have the front and rear suspensions, so I think this is going to do fairly well down this trail. So I'll leave it at mode 1 on dual motor. So that should be sufficient speed going down the trail here. All right, here we go, rough terrain test. All right, plenty of power with the dual motor. You can just feel the acceleration here. Absorbing the bumps very well onto the gravel here. All right, did that with ease. Very impressive, just making it through the rough terrain here. All right, now on to the speed test. We're gonna do this a little differently since, this tops off at 50 plus miles per hour. So I just wanna stay within the reasonable speed. I'm gonna take it down this trail. I'll start off with the mode 1 on the single motor. So mode 1, single motor, and then after that, we'll put it to mode 2, single motor. All right, here we go. All right, very smooth acceleration, and we're up to 19 miles per hour. with the mode 1 on the single motor. All right, so 19 miles per hour on mode 1 on the single motor. Let's see what the dual motor does. So I'm gonna put it to the dual motor. Basically, you just have to press this middle button here, the cruise button, and then you'll see a gear with a D, and that will put it into the dual motor. All right, so this is still mode 1. Here we go. Definitely a faster pickup there, and it brings us to 19 miles per hour. So just a faster acceleration with the dual motor, and we're topping off at 19 miles per hour. So with mode 1, we reached 19 miles per hour, both on single and the dual motor mode. I'll put it back to single motor, and now we'll do mode 2. All right, here we go, mode 2. All right, 19, 25, 28, 29, 30. So it looks like we're topping off at 31 miles per hour on mode 2, single motor. All right, so with mode 2 single motor, we reached 31 miles per hour. I have it on dual motor now, so I have a feeling it's gonna be in that range, but with faster acceleration. All right, here we go, dual motor on mode 2. All right, faster acceleration there. The front wheels are spinning, and we're at 36, 37, 40. All right, looks like we topped off at about 40 miles per hour. Had to slow it down there, but definitely a lot of acceleration, and we had some tire spin in the front there. So very fast with the dual motor. All right, I'm gonna keep it on mode 2 right now. Let's see how we do down the street. I don't want to put it in mode 3 because it goes a little bit too fast for this area. So we'll just keep it at mode 2 right now on dual motor. All right, here we go. So a lot of acceleration. We get some tire spin again. We're up to 30, 35, 38, 39. So topping off at about 39 here. Very fast.
Now for the brake test. I'll take it up to about 30 miles per hour, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference.
All right, now time for the uphill test. I'm gonna take it down this road. It has a nice gradual incline throughout. I'm gonna put it on mode 2 on the single motor. We saw that with the speed test, we hit 30 miles an hour. So let's see if it maintains that speed at about 30 miles an hour or whatever we begin to climb, or if it loses speed. I have no doubt it's gonna maintain that speed with this power. So let's see how it does. After that, we'll do the downhill test. All right, this is a single motor on mode 2. All right, we're beginning the climb at about 26 miles per hour. Gaining speed, we're up to 30, 31, peaking at 31. Actually, we just hit 33. Not losing any speed at all, just gaining speed, and very strong. All right, now we'll do the downhill test. Let's see how it handles. I'll probably have to slow it down at that midpoint area. I'm gonna keep it at mode 1 going downhill because I'm sure we're gonna pick up some speed here. All right, so here we go, downhill test. All right, we're at 20 miles per hour. Nice and steady, just going down here. Just gonna let it glide. Again, very smooth. The suspensions are really soft and it does its job. The board is nice and wide, plenty of room, and it just feels stable. When you do reach the higher speeds, you know, you got to really be careful with your steering. Any fast move, you know, it can become a little bit unstable, but you know, you just want to keep it nice and steady at those faster speeds. So did very well here going downhill, very smooth, no vibrations, no rattles. So this is one of the faster scooters that I've tested on this channel, and it's very impressive. Just the overall build quality, the acceleration and power, and just we were only testing the mode 2 and we were reaching very fast speeds with that.
Here are my thoughts on the scooter. There's basically nothing to the assembly process. Installation of the handlebars and plugging in the connections is what really took much of the time. The rest was straightforward. The scooter was packaged well and there were no damages during the shipping process. And as mentioned, it's on the heavier side when it ships, and the scooter is 116 pounds. It feels solid and well made with all the components used. It has a wide long deck, plenty of room to stand comfortably. The handlebars are a good length and the steering felt stable. There were no rattles or vibrations. The only thing that I wish it had more of a lever for the locking mechanism in the front stem, rather than the screw-on lock. I like that it has the bright headlights, turn signals, rear light, and very loud horn. It has plenty of power with dual 1500 watt motors, as you saw it on the stand when I cycled through the speeds, and also on the road test. With just mode 2, it was plentiful. Having the front tire spin in dual motor showed the power. It was able to conquer the inclines with no speed loss and just powered through. Rough surfaces was not a problem. The dual front and rear suspensions absorbed the bumps, and the 11-inch tires had plenty of traction. In the speed test, I was able to hit 40 miles per hour in just mode 2. And as mentioned, I didn't want to go to mode 3 as it would have been too fast for the area I tested it. The hydraulic brakes were excellent. It grabbed on quick and was very strong. It came to a complete stop in a short distance. I like the display. It's large and easy to read. Simple and intuitive. It does get washed out a bit on bright sunny days. The app integration is a plus and gives you plenty of insight about the scooter, as well as controlling the different modes and functions. Overall, this scooter is on another level. It puts it in that hyper scooter category without a doubt. Impressive power, stability, and smoothness. So that is my review of the Inmotion RS Midnight Lite electric scooter. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.